Live pictures from Aurora. You're looking at a townhome in the 16,000 block of East Ithaca, the scene of a murder investigation tonight. 4 people killed, including the suspected gunman. 7 News crews on the scene early this morning when SWAT teams arrived. The first report of gunshots came around 3 this morning from a woman who escaped. She tells police 3 people are dead inside that home. After an hours-long standoff, police exchanged gunfire with the suspect around 8 this morning. He's later found dead in the apartment. We start with live team coverage. Our crew's on the scene since it happened. 7 News reporter Don Champion gathering details on the shooter. Let's start with 7 News reporter Lindsay Sablon tracking new information from police. Lindsay, the victims in this case and suspect are related?
Teresa, police are not saying exactly how, but they are telling us that they are all family. Now, neighbors out here are telling us that the wife of the suspected shooter is actually the one who escaped from this unit here, this townhome, and called police. That led to a 5-hour standoff and ended with 4 of 5 people inside this townhome dead, and neighbors here shook up. Just before 9 this morning, 7 News was there as gunshots fired a block away and then silence.
He came to a second-story window with a gun and fired upon us a second time. This time shots were returned. The suspect was hit. The townhome where 3 men and 1 woman were killed, including the shooter.
I'll be honest with you, I've never been so scared in my life.
Aurora police say a woman inside this home called 911 around 3 a.m. saying she had escaped from here, but 3 were dead inside. 30 SWAT team members, patrol officers, and hostage negotiators responded. They talked with the suspect over the phone, saying he seemed agitated. Then, just before 8 a.m., he shot an armored car.
I heard the cops on the intercom say, "Sonny, so-and-so, I have your wife with me. If you go with your and come out of the house, we won't harm you and we'll get you the help that you need."
But the shooter refused, police then throwing in tear gas. That's when the suspect fired at police a second time, and officers shot back.
We could hear the bullets and all that fighting. It was pretty loud and clear. This close to home, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know where I'm going to ever be safe.
Now you can see behind me there's still crime tape. This is very active. Now most people in this neighborhood have been able to go home, but I just got the phone with Sergeant Carlson and she told me that the 2 units just adjacent to this townhome have not been able to go back because there's damage in there from bullet holes as well as a SWAT team going in. Now there were several homes in this area that did get a reverse 911 call. One neighbor told me he got 5 phone calls early this morning between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. updating him on the situation throughout the morning. So they were well informed, but obviously very scared. Live in Aurora, Lindsay Sablon, 7 News.
Our team coverage continues with 7 News reporter Don Champion, also live outside the home. Don, what have you learned about this shooter?
Well, Teresa, police right now are not releasing the name of the shooter or the victims, but 7 News has uncovered all of those names, but we're holding back on releasing those names out of respect right now. I did speak to a family member over the phone within the past hour who told me that the shooter is actually the husband of the woman who did escape the home today, and that the 3 people killed today were that woman's father, her sister, and the sister's boyfriend. Now, and all 3 were killed inside this home today. Now, the gunman, we did look up his record, and he does have a violent record, which includes several weapons charges. The latest arrest happening back in November in Denver when he was arrested for prohibited use of a weapon. Family members say he and his wife are married for several years now. We did check, and we found that the gunman was set to go before jury trial in March of this year. We also, within the past few minutes, did uncover that there was an incident involving a gun at this home in February of last year, and that police did recover a weapon from the home, but at this hour they are not telling us exactly who they recovered that weapon from, or nor the circumstances surrounding that incident. We're still digging for much more information, and we'll bring you the very latest as we get it. But for now, we're live in Aurora. Don Champion, 7